representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's wheel to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiants Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Chargers head coach. His side would prefer to move on from the last couple of months. They have lost 6 of 8 during that stretch. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. His guys more than motivated for this. Trying to throw this from the gun. The Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
His first throw is an interception. Dante Trader with the pick. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better. The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
He's dropping back to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
They're throwing it. He lofts it deep right side. Well, it would have been a big completion block if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down.
Incomplete.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third and long for him here. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Chargers have an early lead. We'll return to Allegiants Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. He's going to throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on in your passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now. Hauled in by Myers. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
They're going to throw out of the gun.
at the 11-yard
Brought in. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, the Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field first and goal from the 5. Here's Genty. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starts. Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. To throw here on first down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Pass play now. Caught, nice gain left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of
And now the Raiders call for the
yards.
first of their timeouts.
That's good for a Las
They'll have 2
Vegas
left to work with before
first
halftime.
down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. He's going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. Second down now. They need 7. Looking in the air here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. Now, this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Pass play on first and 10. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They'll throw on second and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. They are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard
Straight ahead with Genty. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Jacoby Myers. Incomplete. It's now...
Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught by Jack Besh. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Genty from the gun. He runs it up to midfield. Ashton Genty. He could do it! And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 16-point ball game.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Pushing it up past the 30. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
1st down, and they go right back to it. Dodges another stop. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
That one connects. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th-quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Genty on the give. He's headed right. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
This is Genty on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Back to Genty. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Another give here to Genty. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Taken down.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.